Matt Gaetz.
It is the honor of my life to fight alongside each and every one of you. We will save America. It's choose your fighter time. Send in the firebrands.
Explain to us what happened with you and Kevin McCarthy.
Well, I was doing an interview with Claudia from NPR, a lovely lady, and she was asking me a question, and at that time I got elbowed in the back, and it kind of caught me off guard because it was a clean shot to the kidneys, and I turned back, and there was Kevin, and I for a minute I was kind of, what the heck just happened? And then I chased after him. Of course, he's as I've stated many times, he's a bully with $17 million in a security detail. He's the type of guy that, when you're a kid, would throw a rock over the fence and run home and hide behind his mama's skirt. And he just, he from behind, that kind of stuff. That's not the way we handle things in East Tennessee. If we have a problem with somebody, I'm going to look them in the eye and talk to them.
Okay, so he walked down the hallway, hit you in with his elbow.
Yeah, you can go on Claudia's Twitter account. It pretty much, or X account. It's very accurate.
Okay, so then just explain. So you chased him? What do you mean you chased him?
I just ran after him. I was like, what the heck? Why'd you do that? Because it was, like I said, if you've ever been hit in the kidneys, it's a little different. You don't have to hit very hard to cause a little bit of pain, a lot of pain. And so he just, of course, as he always does, he just denies it or blame somebody else or something, and it was just a little heated, but I just backed off because I saw no reason. I wasn't gaining anything from it. And then everybody saw it, so it didn't really matter.
But he responded to you?
Yeah, he just acted like, what are you talking about? Who are you to, that kind of thing. And it's just, I think that's symptomatic of the problems that he's had in his short tenure as speaker. And
were you face to face when you had this interaction?
Yeah, but there's security detail, and I get it. They were doing their job, so it wasn't exactly like he wouldn't turn around and face me. He kept scurrying, trying to keep people between me and him.
And then, so where did he? Were you yelling?
I just let it go at that point. It wasn't.
Were you yelling?
He was. Yeah, I raised my voice to him. I thought it was appropriate. You just don't expect a guy who was at one time 3 steps away from the White House to hit you with a sucker punch in the hallway.
And did he raise his voice back to you?
Yeah, just that high pitched kind of thing, I believe, and that was about it.
And did he walk into his office? How did this end?
No, he just kept on walking down the hall. I don't know where his office is now, and he had his detail and his posse, so to speak, was with him.
So did his detail try to stop you?
Do what?
Did his detail try to stop you?
The detail kind of got. One guy got between us there towards the end, but I wasn't looking to knock him out or anything. I just wanted to let him know I know it was him.
Were you injured?
I don't know, injured, man.
Did it hurt?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it still hurts because it was a shot to the kidneys, and it still hurts. Oddly enough, it's not anything I'm probably not going to do an ethics complaint on him. He's not worth it. He's going to be gone here either after Christmas or next year. And like I said, he's got the $17 million, and he's going to keep, he's already messing in everybody's races, and we all know that.
Are you accusing him of assault?
Am I accusing him
of assault?
I don't know. Ask a lawyer. It's over as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. He said to our colleague Melanie Zanona that this was a tight hallway. He denies this interaction. He says a tight hallway, and I bumped into him. He says that this was not an intentional thing.
There's 435 congressmen. I was one of 8 that voted against him. That hallway was, there's plenty of room. You can walk four side by side. He chose to do what he did. And, it'll end right here, I'm sure. It'll just be a little asterisk on his storied career.
All right, we are live. Welcome to Firebrand. This is Matt Gaetz. We are broadcasting out of room 2021 of the Rayburn House Office building here in the Capitol Complex in Washington, D.C. That was Congressman Tim Burchett talking to CNN's Manu Raju about an altercation he had with Kevin McCarthy. We're going to get into it. This has been a wild day on Capitol Hill. We're going to walk you through some of the strangest reports we have ever had about member behavior and goings-on in committees. I don't know if there's a full moon or if Mercury is in retrograde, Joel. Isn't that what you said? Gets everybody acting crazy? But something is up, and we're going to go over that in addition to some of the key findings of the Homeland Security Committee's report on the costs of illegal immigration. We've got testimony from USAID about how your money is being spent in Ukraine. Big things also exploding in the House Oversight Committee today. But when the former speaker is pushing people in the back that they don't like, it's definitely top of mind with a lot of folks. Karen on Facebook says that I'm just stirring the pot and I need to do my job. Well, we're going to be getting to all of it, Karen. But first, you heard Burchett there go over this altercation, and the key fact that doesn't make this a he said, she said is that an NPR reporter, Claudia Grisales, actually was interviewing Burchett during the whole deal. She put up a tweet thread detailing her firsthand evidentiary account of this altercation between McCarthy and Burchett. So I'm now reading from the report from Claudia Grisales of NPR. I have never seen this on Capitol Hill. While talking to Tim Burchett after the GOP conference meeting, former Speaker McCarthy walked by with his detail, and McCarthy shoved Burchett. Burchett lunged toward me. I thought it was a joke. It was not, and a chase ensued. Burchett's back was to McCarthy, and his detail was walking by in the hallway. Then the lunge. Burchett responded jokingly as McCarthy kept walking. Sorry, Kevin. Didn't mean to elbow. Then seriously yelled, why'd you elbow me in the back, Kevin? Hey, Kevin, you got any guts? Burchett then looked back at me and said, jerk, referring to McCarthy. I asked if he had done this before. Burchett said no. That's when the chase ensued. Burchett took off after McCarthy and his detail. I chased behind with my mic. So it goes over all of the back and forth between McCarthy and Burchett, but that is the firsthand account of this NPR reporter. And of course, she posted with her story the audio of that encounter just described by her, by Burchett. Here's even more evidence. Take a listen.
What's that?
Wanted to check in on the conference, how it went. It sounds like it went back and forth.
Yeah, I think it went all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin. Didn't mean to elbow. Why'd you elbow me in the back, Kevin?
I know, I felt so bad.
Hey, Kevin, you got any guts? Jerk.
Has he done that before?
No.
Huh. That's a
I'm
new
gonna go
move.
talk to him.
Hey, Kevin, why'd you walk by me and elbow me in the back? You got no guts. You did so. They sat there and the reporter said it right there. What kind of chicken move is that? You're pathetic, man. You are so pathetic.
What a jerk. You need security, Kevin. Anyway.
We're back live, and it does beg the question, why does Kevin McCarthy have a security detail in the first place? Like, he's not the speaker anymore. Mark on Facebook wants Kevin McCarthy charged with assault. Deborah on YouTube says, hopefully, McCarthy has to face an ethics complaint as a result of this. And Deborah, we're way ahead of you. We have submitted to the House Ethics Committee the information regarding these reports, this evidence, these firsthand accounts. And McCarthy has sought to weaponize the Ethics Committee. He sought to signal to them that the thing that they ought to do to try to cover for his failings as Speaker was to attack me. You heard in a lot of the Manu Raju, Kevin McCarthy therapy session, him reference that I'm just an ethically challenged person. First of all, it seems as though the therapy session that McCarthy had with Manu Raju didn't take and didn't work. There's other video you're going to see today where Kevin McCarthy is responding directly to these accounts from this reporter and from Burchett. And when someone's lying, their register goes up in their voice. And he is squealing like a stuck pig when answering these questions. Kevin McCarthy is a frequent liar, but that does not mean that he's a good liar. He's actually a bad liar. You could tell when he's lying, and it's just absolutely laid bare before everyone to see. And I think the ethics committee should take a look at that conduct, because we shouldn't be in a body where we don't use our words, right? Like when we came at McCarthy, it was based on the substance of an agreement